Hey everybody. I hope everybody's doing good tonight. Again, I have forgot something. Um y'all, why don't we make this a teachable moment um for our children, for ourselves when it's concerning the snap. Y'all, this is a time to um help our children know what is important, what is we have raised our children to believe they can have this or that. They can have the best of the best. They can the sacrifices that we as parents make to make sure they have the best of the best. But I raised mine to know that the best of the best wasn't always in monetary, meaning like the 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 bigger the price, the better it is. I didn't raise mine like that. I raised mine to know that when they did good in school, um, if they did good in school for that week, if they got good grades, got a good report, had a good attitude at school, didn't cause no, you know, uh, commotion or anything, got good points. Then our little thing that we did, I, I allowed them to go to Dollar Tree and get a treat, get a incentive for doing good for that week. $1. $1. Those kids were really thankful to go to Dollar Tree to get that one little toy, maybe one or two, but it would be the maximum, maybe $2 that I would spend. But I did that for a reason, because I didn't want them to grow up thinking that they had to have the world. If you have the world, it takes you um, uh, working for it. When they did good in school, they worked to get that incentive. Now, it may have not been a whole lot of money to someone looking in, but if you would have saw the look on those kids' faces when they went in to get that gift because they knew they had did something good, that was a beautiful sight for me as a parent. That they, because they had other kids in the school that were really, they were blinging, but they were happy about a dollar gift. So the point I'm trying to make, y'all, this would be a beautiful thing to take what is going on in the world right now about the snap or whatever. Take that and turn that around. Instead of something negative, turn it around to something positive. Right now, buying beans, dry beans, they're not expensive, y'all. They're not expensive at all. And I know how to cook dry beans, but yes, I have been lazy and got the canned beans. But anyway, at this time, you can get dry beans, you can get rice, you can get pasta. These are the things that you can get. Because I also raised my family like this right here. Because we went through some bumpy times. So you get the rice. Excuse me, y'all, my hands are so tight. But anyway, back to what's important. I always kept rice. I always kept dry beans or canned beans. And I always kept pasta because my mama always taught me that those things you can always make a dish and spread it out over a period of time. And then what you don't eat, put it in the freezer. Everybody may not like leftovers, but when you're hungry and you don't have a lot of money, saving those leftovers for another day, maybe next week or next 2 weeks, when it come back around, they will love it like they would if it was the first day you made it. So I'm just trying to show you things that still can help you still be able to maintain. It may not be what they're used to, but it's left up to us as the parents to help them along the way. You can make a pot of beans, just a pot of beans and some cornbread, and sit down, and I'm telling you, you will enjoy yourself. And while you at the table, make it fun so they won't look at the actual what they're eating. They will only be able to realize how good them beans are, how good that cornbread is. You know what I mean? So make it fun. You can talk about their day. You can make them feel good. You can tell them how you were excited to have them at the table, excited to hear more about their day. You can make it fun. So you yourself can make it easier for this transition that is upon us. Okay? There are ways that we can flip what the enemy is trying to, for some people, what the enemy is trying to do, you can flip that and turn that situation around where you sitting at the table. A lot of times we don't even sit at the table no more. You can sit at the table and have family time, which you don't realize that having family time is something that's going to be solid. It's going to be solid. So get back to the basics, y'all. This is the time to do it. Sit down and have a cornbread and beans, and you can put all that in the freezer for a later time, including the cornbread, because I've done it. I do it all the time. So you can save it for another time. That's another meal. After you eat off of it for as long as you want to. My mom used to say, you can't keep stuff in there longer than 7 days if you're in a cold refrigerator. And I usually have my refrigerator cold though. So, but you might want to put it up before that. That's up to you. But when you put it in the freezer, make sure you sealing it up really good. I always double my beans, my cornbread, whatever I put in there. I even could put macaroni in there. I put macaroni in there, which is a pasta, which is fulfilling. All children love pasta. All children love macaroni. So there are ways that you got to use what God has given you, which you use your creativity in making it fun. And I tell you another thing you can do with the dry beans. You got to pick those beans. It'd be nice to even have like a little plan where, you're picking the beans, you show them what the rocks look like to get out of the beans. And then whoever picked the most rocks, they could win a piece of chewing gum. You can make it simple. It don't have to be anything big. We have programmed these children that, that they have to have the all this big stuff. Having a pair of shoes every month and all this. The way I raised mine, they would get a pair of shoes probably maybe twice out of a year, maybe twice out of a year, because we was not gonna keep up with the Joneses. We was gonna keep up with the pockets, as well as something that'll keep them focused. I don't want them focused on those shoes and then sit up and making bad grades. No. Don't let my Susie Bell come out now. That ain't gonna work. But anyway, but I just thought I would just come on here. That had dropped in my spirit, and I meant to say something about it in the in the other video. But that was for that, and this is for this. This is another encouragement to try to help people to not look at just that. Even though I know you can't help but look at it, but you can also look at it and you can flip. You can, like I was saying about flipping things in life, that can be flipped around. It don't have to be a moment of sadness. You can make this work for you. God has given you an opportunity to be able to bring your family back together in a way that the outpour, the latter is going to be better than the beginning, or right now it's going to have a great effect on you just showing them that it may not be what you want, but God has blessed us. And always let them see how I always things when things were going on in our life, and it's been a lot of things that have went on. But when things have went on in our life, I always used to say, just hold on. God gonna show us. God gonna give us a plan. God is working in the background. Something to kind of, it will be encouraging me as I'm encouraging them. You know how you help someone else, and then it turns around and it helps you. Like when I used to see them go into Dollar Tree, and they get that little one gift, and how that made my heart. I'm telling you, when I tell you, that was touching to see my babies get excited about a $1 gift. And that was something that was put in my spirit to do. $1. So y'all, I'm telling you, we can, the way things are now, we can turn it around and then just, have our family, instead of being like this, because you got a lot of focus there, to keep, it being like this. So I just want to come on here and encourage, everybody, turn what is going on to the positive. You can do it. I have faith in you. I believe you can do it, because guess what? You love your babies enough to do that. And you love yourself. And you want to see the best for your children. And this is the time to do it. It's not over. God got a plan. All right. I'm out.